Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 011111911.
Is that what Russ calls Sierra? You're the blame.
Fire woman?
Unlimited diarrhea.
That's not fair.
Unlimited.
I don't think she uses the Ozempic. She seems like she's pretty in good shape ever since they got married.
Oh, you're lying? I thought you were saying she was on Ozempic.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to tell with these people. These celebrities and stuff.
I'm sure she's not.
You
never know.
Yeah, they do it like it's like,
I'm pretty sure Kim Kardashian, she lost some weight on Ozempic.
Ooh.
I think she was doing Ozempic before we even knew what it was.
She got like the inside line on it. She's like, hey, is there anything that's working in the diabetes realm for me because that could make me lose some weight? And they're like, yeah, well, matter of fact, we got it right here. But I'm just going to leave it at but. Today, there's a lot of deals going on that you could take advantage of out there in the, we were talking about fast food burgers earlier. I don't see too many in the way of the burgers. There's a lot of ice cream things. Like, are you a Jack Pack member, Jared?
Shamrock Shake?
Are you a Jack Pack member?
No, I don't know what that is.
I think the Oreo mint shake greater than Shamrock Shake. Shamrock Shake, I never thought that was that good.
Never had one. In 49 years I've been on the planet.
And so, like, if you sign up for the app at Jack in the Box, then you get it for free. Dairy Queen, they're just like, oh yeah, we're bringing back our mint Oreo Blizzard. No deal, nothing. It's like, oh, we'll bring it back for you. I think you'll like this, Jeremy. If you have an Arby's in your area, you get
the Reuben?
You get a free corned beef Reuben with a $15 purchase.
I think it's funny they say corned beef Reuben. Like there's any other Reuben out there. Reubens are made with corned beef.
I don't know what a Reuben is. That's probably why I don't know what a Reuben is.
It's corned beef, sauerkraut, and Thousand Island dressing on usually rye bread.
How much did the guy gain by eating Raising Cane's? Somebody wrote in.
He said I
50
lost
pounds?
it. It was like over 100. It was a lot. It was who did I say wrote that? Was that 7-Eleven expert guy? No, 90 pounds. See, I can't believe somebody gained 90 pounds in 2 months. That seems like
Leprechaun Lemonade for Caniac Club.
Maybe
members.
he meant 2 years. I'm not really sure. 135 to 225.
Wow,
that's
crazy.
I mean, maybe he's just making a joke.
Any purchase for Royal Perks members? That's the Burger King thing for you, Morro Bay. Only the coastal communities, Morro Bay, Grover Beach. And then one in a Walmart in Paso Robles. And I'm sure there's some in Santa Maria, too. I'd never get down there. Free onion rings with any $1 purchase. See, this is when I wish I had a Burger King, because I love their onion rings. They're great.
Well, you do. There's one in SLO, there's one in Grover, there's one in Santa Maria.
I don't count the one in
literally,
SLO.
you can hit 3 in 20 minutes driving south.
Nah.
You're in SLO right now. You work in SLO.
I'm not going to go to a Burger King unless it has a drive-through. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Also, big golf sale today. Big flash sale. $40 on a Central Coast golf cart. Normally $140, $100 today.
Hey, you can get a $5 tri-tip sandwich with a purchase at Ribline today. Over on Los Osos Valley Road.
That's good.
$5 tri-tip sandwich. What's a
with what? With
the purchase of something, yeah, buy something, get a tri-tip for $5.
So you could buy soda and a tri-tip.
I don't know if that works or not. You might have to buy 2 tri-tips. I don't know.
That's not bad.
Potpourri is not pot wrote in. I don't know how much they.
But let me stress this.
To buy, but
let me stress this. I know it's not food,
$5
and it's golf, but saving $40, that's like the best deal out there. on a Central Coast golf cart?
Unless you don't play golf. Like I don't.
Like
play
if
golf,
you don't play golf,
I
yeah.
fish. So I would. That's not a good deal to me.
I mean, it's kind of rainy today, so like today wouldn't be a good one. But imagine you go get your free Oreo mint shake.
The card lasts a year, right?
Yeah,
it's a year-long card.
Yeah, swing by the Jack in the Box, head down to Paso Robles Golf Club.
Wait.
I got my Oreo shake.
Does it expire December 31st?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so you don't have a full year, but I mean, you still got 7 months.
Gosh, you've got the time of year that it doesn't rain.
Yeah, you've got the good year coming up. No, I mean, you're going to easily be able to get in. How many rounds? 10?
9 rounds. 9 rounds.
9 rounds.
Yeah.
9 rounds. Sorry. Yeah. Save $40 today. Why is today the big day for the
Luck of the Irish?
So you think?
Luck of the Irish.
See? It's a good thing you're hanging out with somebody who's Irish.
But you're 40% Irish too, right? $40? 40% Irish?
37 and a half. 37 and a half.
Oh, okay. Close enough. Oh, man. They should have just knocked 37 and a half off just for you.
Be right back.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ.
From bar to bar. From bar to bar. They puked all over me shoes. Hey, we got a guy on the phone hollering us about us being soft. We've gotten soft. What?
Was that, how much you guys have mellowed out as the years go by and stuff. But gas from McCarthy's, green beer, and all that crazy kind of partying.
You know when we quit
is when Jeff became a dad. Jeff became a dad.
No, it was shortly after I became a dad. It was when JW came in from the CHP and made sure that we got drunk on air. And and waking up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon thinking it was the next day is never fun with a splitting headache, because then you got to go back to bed that night and get up and go to work the next morning. Oh, brutal.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want to know. I don't want people to think I'm mellowing out. Damn it! I'm still not mellow. I know.
Well, go drink a green beer at McCarthy's and go live or something.
No, I don't like standing in line.
Well,
I'm too old to stand in line.
To be honest with you, there's so many other reasons why we don't do that anymore. And to be honest with you, it's not that Jeff and I are mellow. It's the company doesn't see the investment into it that it used to. Money is a little tighter these days. That's the honest to God truth. Otherwise, we'd be there.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun back then.
I know.
Listening to
radio used to be a lot of fun. We used to have rock girls. We used to have girls come in the studio. We used to be able to do all kinds of fun stuff. This is getting depressing, but thanks for bringing that up.
How do you really feel, Jeremy? Jeez, man. What are you, perverted alcoholic? You got to see girls in bikinis and get drunk all the time?
Days. All right.
Have a great day, man.
All right, thanks.
It was brutal. It was a brutal time. I mean, I was a new dad, so my daughter was a baby. And I remember we had a nanny, a babysitter, and I was like, "Oh, I can get home and take care of my daughter." No chance in hell. Babysitter had to work overtime that day while I slept.
Which day?
St. Patrick's Day.
Which one?
The one when I was nude. The last one I did with JW.
When you were nude?
No, JW.
Oh, yeah, we only did one of those. That was horrible. Never do that again. And what he's talking about is when he wanted to do, they call it a breathalyzer lab or something, and they came in, we started drinking at 6 o'clock. They gave us a breathalyzer every hour, and he was getting mad because we weren't blowing over the limit, and we'd been drinking for 3 hours. I'm like, these boys know how to process some liquor, okay, buddy? So then he made us finish the 5th of Jameson, and then things got really out of hand in the 9 o'clock hour. But, I mean, it was still fine. It was still fine. But, yeah, the days, I just looked at today. It was our 14th anniversary of Downtown Brew, or Slow Brew, whatever it was back then. We were there. We were there in the morning, and then we went to Marty's in the afternoon. That wasn't Marty's. It changed names by then. What was the guy's name?
No, it was still Marty's. at that time. Or no, it was Marston's. Yeah.
Marston's.
Yeah,
It was Marston's, yeah. And my buddy grabs me after we get done at 10 o'clock over at Downtown Brew, and he's like, hey, let's go to Black Sheep. And then next thing I know, I'm supposed to be there at 2 o'clock. It's 1:55 in the afternoon. I'm like, whoa, I just lost hours. So then I roll over there, and the first thing he does is bring out shots of Jameson. And I was already...
Yeah, I remember that vividly because I'm sitting there and getting ready to take the air, and like the people that are working at the radio station are like, what happens if he doesn't show up? I was like, I don't care. St. Patrick's Day.
I showed up, though, right? I made it.
You walked up like with 30 seconds, and you didn't look good. And I was like, oh, well, this should be fun.
I didn't look good, really?
I don't think I did either. I'm pretty sure I didn't look good either.
I think we looked like we just crawled out of the creek. And who knows, maybe I had. I lost 3 hours of time.
Time traveler.
Sorry, yeah.
Jeremy was a time traveler that St. Patrick's Day.
We'll get back to it.
Many time travelers will be hitting the streets of San Luis Obispo. I want to give it up to Cal Poly. Their strategy over the weekend for St. Friday's Day, marvelous. It was uneventful because they packed 5,000.
Kids are scared nowadays. I don't think kids want to push it that much.
Yeah, you just put a little EDM in front of them.
20 years ago.
You just put a little EDM in front of them at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and crisis averted. They're like,
good job, Cal Poly.
Yeah, it was a good plan. I was critical of it, but like Jeremy is so quick to mention, it's a different day and age now.
Today's show is brought to you by St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you.
Which is Irish for Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, it is.
In other words, it's just another drinking holiday.
Weirdly enough, we grew up in the Pacific Northwest. St. Patrick's Day, not that big of a deal. Cinco de Mayo, huge. Moved to California. St. Patrick's Day is a huge deal, and Cinco de Mayo is nothing.
I would say St. Patrick's Day has always been a big deal, but not like it is here. I mean, here it's ridiculous. But Cinco de Mayo there was the one that was just everybody.
Oh gosh, it's insane.
But in a rainy, cold area where it's kind of the mark of spring, the kickoff, whatever.
It is.
I think that's a big part of it,
unofficial beginning of that weird spring, summer shoulder season, which sometimes never comes in Seattle, but most of the time it does. So it's fun. It's fun. Hashtag new ED drug. Now, this comes out of China, so I don't know. The studies from China. They found that men who consumed grape juice 5 or more times a week were less likely to report ED. Erectile dysfunction. Now, this is not...
I don't even know what that is.
This is not proof that...
hope I don't find out.
Grape juice prevents or treats it, but they found that the odds of reporting ED were reduced by 79% and an 88% propensity score, whatever that means.
The Duchess of Cambria swears by grapefruit. I think it's grapefruit seed extract.
Okay.
Does that sound right? Grapefruit seed? Yeah, grapefruit seed extract or something like that. She gets it at some healthy store or some vitamin store or something like that. She swears by it by everything. Sickness, flu, COVID, whatever.
Does it have to be grape?
Get me some of this.
Does it have to be grape juice, though? I mean, what if you drink wine? Isn't wine just grape juice?
It's not grape juice. It's grapefruit.
No. But this is grape juice. This is not grapefruit. I don't know if you got the lines mixed up.
Yeah, I'm kissing the barley throne. Sorry.
This is grape.
Yeah, I
grape juice.
Grapefruit.
So this is grape juice. So then, could it be that wine has the same effects? I mean, it's grape juice, and it's
distilled though.
Well, it's fermented.
But really, all it is
fermented.
It's fermented and distilled. Well, not distilled. What am I talking about? Sorry, it's not distilled. It's fermented. Yes. It's a rough day.
But
so far.
You're reading my mind because
you're fermenting the sugars to alcohol, though. So if anything, it would be better. I would think.
And then I'm going
Right,
to go
Ben?
one step further because you've heard the term whiskey D before, right? And that's a performative issue.
Never have that issue.
Of whiskey. And
I don't know what that means. Does that mean you can't perform?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you had too much to drink?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm going to go one step further. And the spirits that are produced around here are all derivative of grapes because that's what the plentiful bounty is, right? So that's like high octane. That's like racing fuel for the grapes. So then that would be like the best quality, right? Like maybe this is the marketing angle you have for what they call whiskey, but it's made out of grape runoff, whatever.
Sure.
You know, and they flavor it like whiskey. Maybe that spirit's the best as a result of this. You know?
Okay.
If you want to party.
Okay.
If you want to party.
So just drinking grape juice.
Grape juice, wine.
I don't like grape juice. Wine I do like. Hey, look at Gary Eberle, all right? I'm going to say this. The dude's like 80-something years old. He looks better as
80
he gets
as of
older.
right now, yes.
And all he does, I know Gary a little bit more, and he's told me all he does is drink wine and milk. He doesn't drink water. He says fish have sex in it. Doesn't drink it.
That's an
Or
interesting.
one night I was having dinner with
Yeah,
Gary at a
introduce
restaurant, and she brought over the waters, and he goes, "No, thank you, I'm driving." And he holds up his wine glass. All he does is drink wine and milk, and the guy looks amazing. He's 80. I don't know how old Gary really is. He's 80-something years old.
You know, if he went over
Great,
to
still
Davis
sits
Water
outside every
Conditioning,
day.
he could get the fish problems out of the water.
He's not interested. He's less wine. It's a good thing he became a winemaker and has his own winery. Otherwise, he'd probably be broke drinking Mad Dog in a creek because it's not a cheap hobby to drink a lot of wine.
Either that or you got to figure out a way to ferment that milk.
That does not sound good.
KCOZ. KCOZ. It's time to play Know the Show.
No, the show, we're going to send you to the Central Coast Craft Beer Festival. That's happening this Saturday. You can go to Central Coast Craft Beer Fest.com to get your tickets or link up at KZOZ.com. Tons of stuff happening. This is a 21 and over event, though, because we are enjoying the fruits of our Central Coast brew labors. 60 craft breweries, wineries, cideries. There'll be lots of seltzer and kombucha. There's going to have food trucks there. They're going to have lawn games. The 90s babies are going to be there. I think they're just 90s babies. Also, local reggae, Resonation. Everybody knows Resonation. If you don't, you haven't seen them, you have to see them. Tickets again, KZOZ.com. We got 2 VIP tickets right now. This gets you in an hour early, and it gets you some of those beers that aren't going to be poured for the rest of the public in that first hour.
So, based on anecdotal evidence, Raising Cane's has got the opposite effect of Ozempic, like the polar opposite effect of Ozempic. In fact, how much weight can you gain if you just eat just Raising Cane's?
Based on 2 months.
Based on anecdotal evidence.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
On a St. Patrick's Day, it's Shay.
Oh,
First stop for Know the Show.
is this a girl Shay or a boy Shay?
A girl.
Girl Shay? How do you spell your name,
Sure.
Shay?
SHAY.
Okay. So are you Irish then?
No.
Not that I know, but my married last name is McGee.
Well, there you go. So you got a little Irish in you, right?
Yeah. Oh, God.
Just Never mind, I'm going to go there.
Just a wee bit?
All right, let's do another show. Just a wee bit. Oh, my goodness. All right, Shay.
Yes, I hope I know the show.
I've never had Raising Cane's, by the way, ever.
Neither have I.
I haven't either. I've not either.
And I've been in cities with Raising Cane's. I know there's one in Santa Maria, but I don't go down there. I've been in cities, and I'm like, hey, can we stop at Raising Cane's, please? And my family's like, no. I'm like, you guys live on chicken strips 300 days out of the year. Some form of chicken strips. And you're not going to give me, like, the best chicken strips on the planet from what people say? And they're like, nah, we don't know what that place is like. Let's go to McDonald's, get chicken nuggets.
Oh, my God. Who the hell cares?
I'm bitter. Don't you ever have that? Where, like, somebody overrules you? You're
Nope.
like,
Because I'm the short guy in this family.
Oh, that's true.
And I
You
get
do
my
get your
way,
way.
or I start snapping necks, if you know what I mean.
True. Funny story, Shay.
Right, Shay?
Yes.
Once Jeremy was traveling from Southern California up to Washington, and he was with his in-laws, or what would be later on his in-laws, and they were driving him nuts. He wanted to go see. There was a barge that was beached in Oregon on the Oregon coast, and getting to the Oregon coast from I-5 it takes some time. And I don't know if Jeremy realized this or not.
This was my father-in-law to be.
Yeah, and
to go. After we'd been driving from San Diego.
And they gave Jeremy the night
day
shift.
2.
They gave Jeremy the night shift. And he's like, you know what? Everybody's sleeping. I'm going to go check out that damn barge. And he drove 3 hours out of the way, which means you had to drive 3 hours back the other way.
Yeah, that's not close at all.
Just to see the
I didn't pay for any
barge.
gas either.
Just to
I didn't
see
pay
the
for any
barge.
You
gas
got lost.
Hey, wake up,
No,
everybody.
I
Look, it's the barge that got beached.
No, it was an oil tanker.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
Same thing.
I can't remember the name of it now. In Coos Bay, Oregon.
God, yeah, it's difficult to get to Coos Bay from I-5. But anyways, Shay. So that's how Jeremy gets his way. What do you think the opposite effect celebrating the Irish spirit here
The
today?
new Carissa, Jeff's ex.
Yes. I just started dating her. I started
Coos
dating her
Bay.
right after that incident too, and everybody referred to her as the newer Carissa. What is the opposite effect that Raising Cane's has from Ozempic?
You gain weight?
Yep, that's true. We're going to give it to you. Irish eyes are smiling
Almost
on
90
you,
pounds in 2 weeks. Yes.
Miss McGee,
Congratulations. You're a winner.
or Mrs.
okay?
McGee, I should say.
Mrs. McGee,
You can
yes.
also gain weight by
On
going
this-
on a cruise, that's for sure.
You're a day late?
Oh, you could gain weight by going on a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah. All
Yeah,
those
you totally
things.
do. You totally do. You have to go up a notch or two on your belt.
Yeah.
This is all you can do is eat on the damn boat.
And it's like, and you're like, what? Like, how did this happen? I was only here for 5 days.
For 5 days, you ate 15 times a day.
Yeah, seriously.
You want pizza?
Hold on the line here. We'll
Let's go get some pizza and ice
get
cream.
you all set to go. We got a couple of VIP tickets for you to go. Central Coast Craft Beer Festival. All right, that'll do it for us. Kurt Olson's on the way in next. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking to Andres with the Central Coast Craft Beer Festival. He'll give us a little bit more details on what's going down. That's supposed to be at 7:20 tomorrow morning. More tickets to go to the festival tomorrow. And you know what we forgot to do today? We'll double it up tomorrow.
What? Nobody's
8:20.
even taken us on up on our 9 o'clock offer, so I'm not worried about that. Like, people,
8:20, Red Hot tribute. We got tickets to that tomorrow too. So there you go. Enjoy it.
Well, blame it on
We'll
St.
see you back
Patrick's
here
Day.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Listen online at kzoz.com.
Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111 911.